Welcome to Home Cooking with Dad. This is a Malay recipe my mother used to prepare for us when we were young, and we used to love it. The Cencaru fish is not as tasty as the Indian mackerel or the Kebong, so you can't just get away with marinating it with salt, some turmeric, and chili powder. You need to pay attention to flavoring it, and the best way to do this is by using a spicy sambal stuffing. Traditionally, this dish is done by deep frying the fish. However, my mother used to grill them as a healthier option. So in this recipe, I'll be following what my mother used to do, and we will grill it in an oven.
So let's get started making this dish. So we managed to get 3 Cencaru fish, and the fishmonger had already skinned it. And you have to be careful because the skin is very tough, and the fins here, they're very sharp, so I had to cut off. So now we're going to season it. I have already put turmeric because I got this fish yesterday, and it's best to put turmeric so that it doesn't turn that bad. So I've already got it seasoned and salted. So now all I'm going to do is I need to prepare the fish. I'm going to slit it. So the fish, we need to do a slit from here to here, and I'll be using the knife to slit it. And what we do is the depth of the knife should be around here, as well as I slit it. We have to make sure that we don't go through. So I'm going to cut it. This is the backbone. We're running around the backbone. Okay. So I've run the knife up to here. We do the same thing on this other side. Along the backbone. But not through. Now we season the coconut oil. You can use any oil you want. You can use sunflower. It's just my preference to use coconut oil because I like the flavor and the taste. Okay, done. So we're just going to set that aside for a while. For the stuffing, we have the choice. We can use either these types of chilies or these chilies. I prefer these chilies because I like the flavor. So you use about 6 of these chilies, and if you use this, then just use 2 of these chilies. So we have the dry shrimps. We have about 90 grams of dry shrimp. I washed them and I had soaked them for about 10 minutes, and then I drained them. I've got some belacan here and my dried chilies. I've got 4 red chilies, 1 serai. I already cut it the core, and I've got some small onions and garlic. And we're going to pound these. So what I'll do is I'll dry roast these first, because it's very hard to pound these chilies. It's too soft. Little shrimps, belacan, so for the chili, belacan, the serai, for the prawns, I'm going to pound this. You might be wondering why I'm using a pestle mortar and not the grinder, because I want to have the texture of the trout shrimps such like this. If you use the grinder, it's going to be too fine. If you have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, as it will be helpful for this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. So I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees, and I'm going to try it at 10 minutes first to see whether the fish cooks, and then another 5 minutes of grilling on each side. So it's done. I had to flip it over, so it looks almost like it's fried. It's crispy. I wanted it crispy, so I put it a bit longer. So now fish is crispy. You can see it. You can get a lot of smell of the belacan, the onions, and the coconut oil. That's why I put coconut oil. The fragrance is totally different with coconut oil.